Life on Earth began millions of years ago from a single microorganism, evolving into countless species through the slow process of natural selection. Yet, among all living beings, only humans have developed the intelligence to question their own existence. This intelligence has been both a gift and a curse. While it has given us the ability to understand and shape the world around us, it has also left us restless, searching for meaning where there may be none. Unlike other animals that simply live driven by instincts, humans feel an unbearable need to know why we are here. We don't just eat, sleep, and reproduce. We question, we analyze, and we obsess over purpose. And when we fail to find an answer, many of us get stuck, unable to move forward. Some fall into existential crises, some cling to religious or philosophical explanations, and others drown themselves in distractions, careers, relationships, money, fame, anything that can keep their minds occupied, so they don't have to face the terrifying thought that maybe life has no inherent meaning at all. Throughout history, whenever humans didn't understand something, they created stories to explain it. Before science gave us the real reason behind rainbows, people had different myths about their formation. The Greeks believed it was the path of Iris, the messenger of the gods. Hindus saw it as Indra's bow. Norse mythology thought of it as Bifrost, a bridge to the divine. But once we understood that a rainbow was just light refracting through water droplets, all these stories disappeared. The same thing happens with life's purpose. Every culture, every religion, every individual creates their own explanation. Some say life's purpose is to serve God. Others believe it's to attain enlightenment. And some claim it's about personal happiness, love, or leaving behind a legacy. But the fact that so many different answers exist proves that no single one of them can be the ultimate truth. They are all just human-made ideas, beliefs created to cope with the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing. Most people cannot accept a life without an objective purpose. The moment they realize they don't truly know why they exist, an existential dread creeps in. To escape this, they latch onto whatever belief gives them comfort. Some dedicate themselves to religious faith, believing in an afterlife that gives their actions meaning. Others pour themselves into work, relationships, or material success, convincing themselves that these things define their purpose. But all of these are, at their core, just distractions, ways to avoid facing the reality that no one actually knows why we are here. And yet refusing to accept this reality and waiting endlessly for an answer before moving forward is self-betrayal. It's like standing still in a storm, refusing to seek shelter until you understand why the storm exists. Life doesn't pause while we search for meaning. If we keep waiting for an absolute answer, we risk wasting the only time we have. Instead of fearing nihilism, we should embrace it. True courage is not in blindly following a belief, but in accepting the unknown and still choosing to live. If life has no predetermined purpose, then we are free to create one for ourselves. Some might say that making up a personal purpose is no different from drinking tea when you're stressed. It doesn't solve the root problem, but it makes you feel better. And maybe that's the whole point. If the universe doesn't give us meaning, why not create our own? Whether it's seeking knowledge, building something, loving others, experiencing joy, or simply making the most of the limited time we have, a self-made purpose is what keeps us moving. It may not answer the grand question of existence, but it makes life worth living. The more we search for the objective purpose of life, the closer we get to nothingness. Every answer we find leads to more questions. It's an infinite puzzle with no final piece. Some stop at the surface, accepting the first explanation they come across. Others keep digging, questioning everything. But those who go the deepest realize that there may be no final answer, just a vast, silent void. Yet despite this, we continue. Not because we have found the truth, but because we create our own reasons to keep going. And maybe in the end, that is the real purpose of life. To keep searching, to keep questioning, and to keep living, even when there are no answers.